Hello, everybody. Today's topic is feeling of betrayal. There has been plenty of times where I have got to witness or even see betrayal alone by itself. I've run across some good videos, some good placements, well, situations, I should say, amongst other people that made me want to do a video cam just to express some things within betrayal. For those who may not know, the definition of betrayal is basically a sneak of an action behind another's back, doing sneaky things within, like talking behind another's back, doing things behind your friend's back that you may have believed wasn't no harm, but it actually turned out to be more of a bigger situation at the end of the day. I have definitely dealt with some betrayal of actions when it came towards friends, family. I've also got to witness some others be betrayed or felt betrayed by like a fellow neighbor, somebody else that lives as close as just next door or even possibly just across the street, down the hill, around the corner. Betrayal from even just a co-worker and employer that you've been working with for years, or even for just a few months, who you allowed yourself to put your trust into. A lot of times, having the terminology of betrayal being built up, surrounded around you, can build a lot of mental illness within PTSD, let alone bipolar. PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder, which develops after experiencing and or witnessing a traumatic event. A lot of people experiences are a lot different. It can be extremely traumatizing to where it hits them as soon as possible. It also can hit them to where it takes repetition, like they're repeating the repeated actions, like they're witnessing something happen to them a lot of times, to where it starts to trigger them mentally, which also can connect towards the next disorder of a bipolar disorder, which drives them through many different mood swings. It brings them high, it brings them low. It could even sometimes bring them as close as to being mellow, to where the person that's sitting right next to you or even across the hall from you may not even believe that you are experiencing that type of a disorder of a bipolar mood swing, when in all truth of reality, you're 100% or even 1,000% not okay. As a lot of our doctors and nurses, along as therapists, psychologic teachers, psychologic help, whichever, title, that they give within today's world, they come up with all different types of new names and everything for them. They like to experience within automatically medicating you with all these different meds, try to help guide you the best way possible. Of course, they always recommend for you to go to counseling, and a lot of times counseling is also another PTSD for a lot of people. Some people have tried going to counseling multiple times, and it's the same repetition of the process. Like the process is the same each and every time. It's no different. You do your intake, you fill out the papers, you go to the room, they get to asking you all of these questions, and then you're answering all of these questions, and then it's like, I'm tired of answering the same questions. I just answered these same exact questions to the next person. I just answered these same exact questions to the next person. I apologize if it seemed like I'm talking in circles, but it's honestly all tied to one another as like a process, like riding on a train, like you're going right down the same line, the same repetition, to where you go right back to either A, or you're going right back to B, to start in the alphabet all the way back over, or even with the learning your numbers. But as I was saying, yes, it's like the same repetition. You go see your counselor. The counselor is basically doing the same exact thing as the people within a hospital would be doing. And they get you started with your medication. They get you started with counseling. They ask for you to come back, and they want you to express and do everything all over again. You go home, you have your friends, you have your family. They do the same exact thing. How are you able to get past this type of traumatic situation? How are you able to really get past being betrayed? How are you able to let go? What is really truly the biggest keys to helping you let go and move past the situation to be eligible to move forward, to find some forgiveness into your heart to where it could settle when it has caused so much damage mentally and physically within you, within a lifetime situation? How can I possibly move forward to the next person and be able to not treat them the same exact way as the previous person that I have encountered with? Because they deserve to gain my new trust or to be able to start fresh and new with me, but not exactly the same as another person was able to start fresh and new with me. How would I be eligible to move forward and to move past all of that? How could I find that type of settlement? And the answers that we still coming with today is like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, it's like a meet and greet. To me, that's how I see it. It's like a meet and greet. First name basis, and to try, I don't know.